Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back for episode 5 of Software Inc. It is currently March of 2007. We have $28 million and we are working on a ton of stuff over here on the right hand side. So just a quick recap of where we are right now. Last episode we realized that operating systems are the most profitable type of software that we can make, and so we started to get our foot into the operating system game by releasing our first piece of operating system software, that being CAF OS Zero, which we should probably end the marketing for now because it's making less than 6,000. It costs about 6,000 to market, and so after that point it's not really worth marketing it anymore. And we really started to push with this CAF OS. So this is kind of the main big operating system that I want to put out there to try and become a real competitor in the operating system market. Nobody else is releasing an operating system for a few years now, so hopefully we can kind of bridge the gap between releases of like Frameblinds or whatever other operating systems are currently on the market. And what I want to do actually real quick here is start marketing our new piece of operating system. We're almost towards the end of the alpha stage. After that we'll move into the beta stage and then so on and so forth. Right now our marketing team are doing absolutely nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and assign that to them, start campaigning. And if we look at research or our releases here, we didn't make a ton of money off of CAF OS Zero, but if we look at profit over here, actually, it's our most profitable piece of software to date. We made $3 million off of it, which I say is not a lot. It's a lot of money, but compared to some of the billions that have been made by the other companies making operating systems, it's a relatively small percentage of the market. It has 13,000 active users. We sold it for $115. Hopefully, with our new operating system, CAF OS, which I think we're selling for about $400, hopefully that will make a lot more money and just make us ridiculously wealthy. So before we get on to that, before we start working, also we're working on Kingdom Town 2, a sequel to an IP that we bought by acquiring another company. We're working on CAF OS Plus, which is kind of future-proofing a little bit because it takes a long time to make operating systems. So this one's kind of just going to be the sequel to CAF OS whenever this gets finished, probably a few years after CAF OS is released. We then currently have a few other projects like CAF XL, which I believe is waiting for a programming team. It is. Programming 2 are currently working on Kingdom Town 2. We have CAF Wave XL Plus 2008, a sequel to one of our previous pieces of audio software that's been out, that was out like a long time ago. And then down here right at the bottom, Design 2 are working on a game called Gun Arena. It's an FPS game. That's just some contract work that we're doing for another company because I didn't want to start designing yet another piece of software. We've already got 3 pieces of software currently being designed, and so I kind of wanted to just start something new and then come back to Design 2 a little bit later on down the line. But before we start focusing anymore on some of the software stuff, one big problem we had last episode was trying to assign everybody to the correct room, and I asked if there was an easier way to get people into the right room, and the comment section did not fail me. There is a much easier way to assign people to the correct room. If you right click, go to switch teams and then just select a team. So for this room, I will select, I think it's Design 1 actually working in this room. So I will set that room to Design 1. I will set this room over here to Programmer, the main programmer. And then up here we will have Programming 2. You guys can go into there. Over here we will have Design 2. And then on the top floor, did I do that right? I did not. Design 2, and then on the topmost floor, we will have this room over here allocated to marketing. That does leave us with an empty room, but that's fine. We might want to hire another design team or another programming team at some point in the future, so having that extra room spare is not going to be a problem whatsoever. This is hopefully going to help out with efficiency, because up until now, all of the artists seem to be going to just random rooms and not going to the correct room with their correct team, and I'm hoping that by having everybody in the same room with an actual leader for each group, they will work a lot more efficiently and get stuff done a lot quicker. So we'll speed things up a little bit here. We'll go up to like medium speed and try and get stuff done. But one of the new things that I figured out towards the end of last episode is this little one down here, distribution channels. And basically, these are ways that we can sell our games and software. So like in real life, you have places like Steam, you have places like Game, or in the US, I believe it's GameStop, and then like physical distribution stores, like whatever your local place where you could go and buy, I don't know, Microsoft Office is. We have a place called Currys and PC World here in the UK. But basically, we have these distribution channels, places where we can sell our software, and you can see right here that they have, whether or not they're active, you have the company name, physical store, yes or no? A lot of them are not physical stores because we're kind of moving towards the late 2000s where the internet was kind of, I say really taking off. It was taking off maybe a bit before then, but, you know, the big pushes of Amazon and eBay. So we have a lot of digital stores. Popularity, revenue cut, you can see the physical stores take a much larger cut than the digital ones, and then release costs and contracts that they currently have. And one thing that I thought was particularly cool is that we can set up our own distribution channel. And so I'm going to create my own. I'm going to call it Cafco Limited, sure. We can open it. We do need a server for it. And these servers can get like pretty heavily used because of how many people are using your distribution channel. And so what I'm going to do here real quick before we do anything else is I'm going to head down to the basement. I'm going to jump over into build mode, and I'm going to build a room dedicated to housing some new servers. And as we learned last episode, we can link all of those servers together, and I want to make one big server that's going to be capable of handling hopefully almost any amount of traffic that comes our way. I might be being a bit naive in thinking that we can do that, but I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. If it's too small, we can add more to it. If it's too big, that's not really an issue. So this is just going to be like a little corridor here that's going to carry on from over there. I kind of wish, we can go ahead and merge the rooms here, can't we? I was going to say I wish that we could demolish that wall there, but we can just go ahead and merge the rooms, and then I will go ahead and build a room that looks something. I don't like the size of this hallway, actually. I think what I might do is bring this out like that, and then do something like that, and then merge. Oh, and then I'll put a wall over here, like that, and then I'll merge all three of these into one big room. Yeah, okay, I like that. Let's stick a door down on the very entrance here. We'll just put like a standard double door like that. It doesn't need to be anything fancy for our little server room. We will then, of course, require a couple of lights. I'll probably go with the fluorescent lights down here just because they are the easiest to place, I guess. We'll do something like that. That's not at all symmetrical, but unfortunately, making them symmetrical is a bit hard with rooms like this. Let's try this. Let's move that to maybe there. Press Z, that takes us to the top-down view. That is not at all in the center. If we do something like that, that looks a little bit more central. It's probably not perfect in its centralness, but we'll do something like that, and then we'll pull that one directly down and put it somewhere like that. Is that about right? That looks about right. It's probably not perfect, but from an angle here, it looks okay, and for me, that is totally fine. And now, we're going to go ahead and just plunk down a bunch of these servers like this. I don't want to put that gap there between them, but I guess... Oh, let's move this, actually. Let's move that so it's right next to that one. There we go. I want them right up close to each other. We do have a full-time maintenance team, so keeping these guys up and running at full speed shouldn't be too big of a deal. It should be something that our team are more than capable of doing. But let's do something like this and have just a few along this wall as well. I'm not going to completely fill the room just yet. For now, we'll do something like that, and then we can always put more on this room, on this side of the room, and then some in the middle later on down the line if the server load becomes exceptionally heavy. But for now, we will back out of build mode here. We will select all of these. You can actually select wire mode. We had like, I don't know how we did it last episode. I don't think we used wire mode, but what you can do is you actually click on the servers here. Now, this confused me a little bit because if you click, I assumed you would click from here to here and then from here to here, but that makes a new server connection. Instead, what you have to do is click from here to here, and then yeah, you have to drag from the new server to the currently existing server, so from here to here like this, instead of going from this one to the next one. So if we do something like this, we can connect all of these up like so. It's a bit of a weird connection there, but that is fine. I want you to connect to there. Can I get that to connect? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think, yeah. Okay. All of those should now be connected. They're all connected in some way or another. And you can see we have server 10, which is our new Giga server, which can do up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gigabits per second transfer speed. We'll see if that's good enough. If it's not, as I said before, we can always go ahead and change that. And now, if we go back over to distribution channels, we can go ahead, we can make Cafco Ltd, we can select server 10, and we can open it. Yes, I would like to open it. You won't be able to change the name later. That is fine. And we get to pick our cut. So I'm not quite sure where to put this. Right now, outside of us, the next lowest one is currently 10.89%. And so I'm thinking that if we go in at about 9.9%, that puts us a good like chunk, a good percentage underneath Mist Store, which is the next cheapest one. So hopefully that will help us increase our popularity. We'll see. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave that running there. And I'm hoping that will just kind of take care of itself. We'll see. It's June of 2007. We'll promote CAFOS to the beta stage. We probably won't release anytime soon. It will probably be August if we're going to release it at all, because of course we have all of our designers on holiday in June, which doesn't really affect that too much. But then, of course, in July, all of our marketers and all of our programmers go on holidays. So releasing CAFOS in July would be just a horrible mistake. It would not get anywhere near the marketing that it needs. It looks like they may have stopped marketing it, actually, because they probably can't do anything more with it. I will try one more time to see if we can get them to actually do something. If the campaign just kind of starts and ends, then it's probably done. Let's go ahead and develop that. That's now done. We can get rid of that. And we should actually probably now start looking at assigning the new design team to something new. What do we want to create? We've got 2 more pieces of software that have currently already been designed, so we're kind of ahead of the game with our designers and behind the game a little bit with our programmers. And so what I'm thinking is we need to create some software that's very big. We need to create some very big software that's going to take the designers quite a bit of time to do so that the programmers have time to catch up. And also, the bigger pieces of software tend to do very well, I would like to say. We can't make a sequel to CAFOS Plus, unfortunately, because it's not yet done. We could make an indirect sequel, but we couldn't create an actual sequel. But then again, I don't think that CAFOS is a sequel to CAFOS Zero, and I don't think that CAFOS Plus is a sequel to CAFOS, because none of them have been finished. But nevertheless, let's have a look here. What have we not made in a while? We've not made quite a lot of these in a while, actually, but we've got an audio tool ready to go over here with CAFWave Pro, and we've got more office software ready to go with CAFXL. We haven't done an antivirus in quite some time, and so I'm thinking that we go just for an all-out antivirus here. As far as the 2D editor goes, we will go, as per usual, with the most popular one. This one's good. December 2004 is recent enough. Print Frames Pro, we'll go with that one. And then for operating systems, we will develop for pretty much all of the big ones. Everyone that's got over 1 million, which is all 4 of those 6 beginning ones. We'll go ahead and develop for all of those. That's going to put the ETA up a little bit, but that's fine. I would like the Design 2 team to be working on this, okay? Server, we will put that on, I guess, like Server 8. SMC, you know, we'll put that on Server 10 just in case we need that much space, I don't know. And then for the price, we'll put it at 12999. Sure, that works pretty well. Product name, we can make a sequel to CAF Shield, can't we? Which is probably going to reset all of those buttons that we had just then, but that's fine. What was our most recent sale? It was CAF Shield Remastered, which sold not particularly well. Like, we didn't make a profit on it, but it sold the most copies of any of our antivirus ever. So I think we'll make a new IP. We won't bank on our old IP. We'll make a new one, and we will call it CAF Protection. CAF Protection, sure. What plus at the end there to make it look like it's all fancy. CAF Protection Plus, it's got all this stuff, 1299, original IP, that all looks good. It's not just for us, anyone can use it, that's good. Develop. Alright, so they're going to work on that. I do not want to start marketing it just yet, because our marketing team should be currently busy marketing this, but I don't think they can, because they've kind of marketed it as much as they possibly can right now. And also, oh, it's August, so we are ready to release this when it's good to go. Yeah, they can't market it, it just kind of instantly ends. So it is almost done. Once we're completely out of bugs, we will go ahead and we'll publish it, and we will start to market the hell out of it, and hopefully it will make just a shed load of money. So this looks like it is pretty much done. Let's release it. Yes, I would like to market it with all of our power. We'll get the marketing team right on there. Boom, start campaign. September 2007. Let's see how well this does. It could do really well. It could do horribly well. We should probably set our team on doing something. Let's assign this to Programming 1. Is it Programming 1? Yeah. Let's assign you to that. They're going to start making CAFXL. They'll probably do that very, very fast. I don't think it's a particularly big piece of software. But let's see. I'm waiting to see a review of CAFOS come in, and I want to see just how many sales we can get. Hopefully a lot. But as we've seen in the past, we might not get that many. We'll see. Okay. They've reviewed it. CAFOS is taking computing to new heights. I like how original all of these little news articles here are. They're all pretty similar. It doesn't look like it's done incredibly well. I mean, it sold 4,000 copies in its first day. It's only great. I thought we had it at outstanding, but that's fine. Hopefully, like with the original CAFOS Zero, as time goes on, it might get better, it might sell more. It's almost sold as well as CAFOS did, but I think we spent more money making it. It's made a profit, which I guess is good. You know, that's like the baseline for all of our products. It might have been a bit too quick. We released it just 2 years after the previous operating system came out, so people might not be quite ready to change. I'm not quite sure how deep the game goes, but it's now up to 8,000 users as of November, and looks like it's climbing a little bit. It is selling for $400 as opposed to the $115 there, so we are making more from it. It's almost our most profitable piece of software ever. It's our third most right now. I think, given a few months, it will probably become our most profitable piece of software ever, although it's not doing particularly great. We will accept all of these pay rises. That is completely fine. Flipping this guy, the lead's getting paid 7,500. That is crazy. Wow, okay, well, I'll accept those. I'm not too bothered about that. We're making enough money. You can see here we're making loads of money, more than enough to sustain that. This is done. We want to make sure that we go ahead and I guess we're going to move that to development stages, but we can't assign it to anybody because we don't have anybody free right now. So we'll stop that. Calf protection was finished a lot quicker than I thought it would, which, okay, so we'll close that down. Calf OS is now our most popular piece of software ever. 12,908 users, 3.7 million in profit. It's looking good. I feel like Calf OS Plus might do even better than that. And so, what I think I might do, we'll look at our deals in a second, is jump the gun a bit further and go with, like, Calf OS Plus, XL. I don't want the titles to get too long because then they just become like a mess in your mouth to try and say. But we'll go with that. We'll make it a direct sequel to Calf OS. Sure. Calf OS Plus XL. I know it's not a sequel to Calf OS Plus, but that's fine. I just want to see what we have here. So we'll put all of this stuff on it. I don't know if Calf OS Plus has everything, but I'm going to make sure this has everything. It's going to have HD audio. It's going to have QA. It's going to have everything. I want the pro design team. I want design 1, design 2. I want design 2 working on this. Boom. Not the core team. Okay. That looks good. We'll put server as server 8. We'll put SMC on server 10. We did that before. Price. The price has gone down there. The recommended price is 316. That might be because it's like a new era of operating systems. And because this is going out so far in the future, like this operating system that we're designing right now is not going to go out for quite some time, quite a few years. Obviously, we've got another operating system going out before it, and so I'm thinking that if we put it at like 249.99, that's a pretty big price drop. But given that the price seems to be going down for operating systems, it might be the right price when the time comes to release this. Possibly. We'll try it. We'll develop that. We'll see how well it goes. I don't want to market it just yet. What I want to start marketing is probably Kingdom Towns 2, but it seems to be taking quite a while in its alpha stages, so we should probably leave that for now and kind of let it do its thing. Actually, we should probably market Calf XL, because that's the next release that's coming up pretty quickly here. We'll go ahead and start marketing that. The design is almost done for Calf OS Plus. We'll get these guys working on probably some contract work at this point, because we have an incredibly large amount of stuff over here. I will make these a little smaller, because we don't need to be able to see all of those at any given time. We know that those are... can I move these? Can I move these? I totally can. Okay, so I'm going to put these kind of at the bottom here, the stuff that is to do. So these guys are both, like, pieces of software that we need to start developing but don't really have the manpower to do just yet. This is outstanding, so we'll move that to development. We will move Programmer 1 onto that once they are done with Calf XL. We'll promote that to its development stage, its beta stage. We will unassign the design team from that, because I do not want the design team working on the alpha for that. And then we'll look at all of our deals right here, because we have a bunch of deals waiting for us. Who is paying the most for design work? That is what I'm interested in. Design for Dream Sim Ultra 3. We will take that. 41,000. I will assign that to the Design 1 team. You can start working on that. Okay. I will accept that. Do we have any more hosting opportunities? We do. I will accept all of these onto server 8. So let me check real quick at our servers load. How are all of our servers doing? 0.1% on server 10. Server 8's got a little bit of load on it, but it's also one of the best. I mean, it's not the best. Server 2 looks like the one we should be putting all of our stuff on. So I'll put everything on server 2, and I might set server 10 as kind of a fallback for server 2. That probably makes a lot more sense, actually. So select fallback. We'll put server 10 as the fallback for server 2, because server 10 is just massively overpowered. We'll keep the game running a little bit in the background here, and we will go and start accepting a bunch of deals. So hosting, I would like to accept all of these hostings onto server 2. So accept. I wish I didn't have to click server 2 every time, but that's fine. Server 2, okay. Server 2, okay. Server 2. Maximum bandwidth is 5.7 gigabytes per second. We might have to reallocate these a little bit, but it does say, like, current bandwidth is 3 gigabytes per second. What? Okay, well, I guess we're assigning that to server 10 right off the bat. I should have probably looked at some of these before. Current usage, 1 megabyte per second. We'll move that over. And then hosting for these guys, we'll also put on server 2. If server 1... Ooh, what is this? Some of our electronics are being affected by the heat. We should probably look into actually getting a full-on aircon system for our building here. How is server 2 doing, though, before we move on to that? Server 2 is at 100% capacity. Okay, so who's using the most? The most is being used by document 13. We'll reallocate these guys to server 10. You're using 1.8. We'll reallocate you to server 10 as well. And the rest should be fine. So we'll hit play. that should kind of redistribute itself pretty quickly. If I close this and open it again, is it going to refresh and show me that server 2 is not under as much load? It is. Server 10 is almost full. What the heck? 82.13%. That's crazy. How is our distribution channel doing? We have 0% popularity. We have one contract. It's probably us. We've probably released like CAFOS through our own distribution channel. But we should most assuredly expand this a little bit so we can get some more stuff in there. I didn't think we were going to get as many deals that required so much bandwidth, but I guess I was wrong. Let's go ahead and just throw down a bunch of these. We will again hook all of these up the same way we did before. Boom. All right, let's see. So wire mode. Let's do you to you. If I hook all these up and then hook, can I do this? Can I hook all of these together and then hook this to this? No, I can't. Okay, I can do this though. Here we go. So you, oh my goodness, this is so, it's a little clunky, not gonna lie, but we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that, that, and that. All right, beautiful. Server 10 has now got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more computers. I would like to move server 12 here because that's a little bit off from where I would like it. I want to leave wire mode if possible. Let's go ahead and just move that over by 1, and let's go back to wire mode, and then just quickly hook that back up. There we go. All right, beautiful. We got a lovely little server. We've bumped up the size of that. It should be a lot better at keeping up with everything that we've got going on here. Let's have a look at server load again. It's down to nothing yet because it's still at 82%. Hopefully that's going to go down, although I'm not. There we go, 48%. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not too bad. We're currently marketing CAFXL, waiting for that to release, probably in like mid 2008. I would like it preferably to go out before July, which it looks like it's easily going to do, actually. Look at this, it's almost done. We'll just slow down time a little bit here. It is done. Let's go ahead and release that. Yes, I would like to market it. I would like to do that everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Start campaign. Beautiful. Okay, so we've released that. That's done. That means that currently our programming team are doing absolutely nothing, so let's assign them to CAFOS Plus. You can start working on that there. We've received a review for our new piece of software. What does it say? It says, I have no idea. I clicked away. What does it say? We highly recommend CAFXL. Beautiful piece of engineering. I like it. I like it a lot. Not quite sure how well it's going to do. CAFOS is still making a ton of money. My goodness. It's made 6.5 million in total. Got 18,000 users. It has been a pretty big success. Like I said, we kind of released at a time when nobody else was releasing operating systems. Last episode, we looked at all the current releases, and there was really nobody else making stuff. One thing I would like to do again, actually, is look at all the companies and start to look at maybe making some more investments, because I feel like our investment in whichever company it was, I've forgotten the name, who developed Kingdom Town 2 did really well. So let's look at Worth. And actually, let's look at Founded. I want to find the most recent company, which I think is also the least valuable company. But Mantap here, let's see, have a look here. What are Mantap doing? They don't have any balance. Their stocks are completely open. You know, I'm just going to buy all of those. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, okay, I'm going to buy that off them, guys. I don't know if they just bought it when I did or what, but I'll buy all of those. Punch Industries, how are these guys looking? Ageback Digital is buying shares in everything. We could buy them out as well. There we go. We spent a lot on that. That was $500,000 at the end there. That might have been a little bit excessive. How about these guys? Oh, wow. They're worth... These guys were founded just 2 years ago, and they're worth $500 million? What? Jeez. Okay, I don't want to invest in the low worth companies. I think we own 6 studios who have not done particularly well. You can see their salaries going down. They're not doing terribly. Do we still own all the stocks in those guys, or most of them? Yeah, we do. It seems like we are making money from them, but just not a ton, as much as we did from the other company that made Kingdom Town, the original. But so we bought 2 more companies, or we bought a large share in 2 more companies. She feels isolated. Oh, okay. Bertha. Okay, so you're with Programmer 2. Yes, with the company 2. I'm going to accept her demand. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to look at her details here because I can do that. So she's a programmer. She is particularly good at nothing, maybe system. I'm just looking at who we need to hire again. The coffee's great. I feel isolated. I really wish you didn't feel isolated, but I'm not going to keep people on who want to quit. And so we need somebody new for Programming 2, is it? Yeah, we need someone new for Programming 2 who is a system designer. Okay, fired, you're fired. Let's hire somebody new, hire employees. I want to hire a programmer who is good at system. I will pay a lot, I will spend a lot, and we will interview on everything. We're going to work on Programming 2, which is a little bit further down here. Programming 2. I want great compatibility. 100% is pretty good. We should probably actually thinking about this. Let me get rid of this real quick. I know I just spent 6,000 on there, but in the grand scheme of things, 6,000 isn't that much money, so hopefully we'll find there. I want to put some more money into our insurance policies because it does say that putting money into insurance policy attracts better employees. So we've got 2 million in I think we put 2 million in it, secured like 500,000 in interest so far. We'll put I'm happy to put like another 10 million in there. That's like a quarter of what we've got, but still leaves us with 27 million, almost as much as we had when we started today's episode. So let's do that. Let's hit play for a little while here. Let me quickly check how well did CAFXL do. So release, our newest release, CAFXL, hasn't turned a profit. It has no active users? Wait, what? Have I not pressed play enough? Has it not had time to sell? But I feel like we were marketing that, right? Let me check this real quick. CAFXL, am I not marketing this? There was already a marketing campaign. It's right there at the bottom. Is that doing really badly, or have we just not given it time? I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll wait till March. Okay, it looks like we might just not have given it time. We've got a review. I thought we already had a review for this, but sure, let's look at you. We highly recommend CAFXL. Beautiful. They still highly recommend CAFOS. It's good. CAF4 Pro is a masterpiece. I like it. These are all the stuff where we're recommended. Oh, okay. So we're not in the gaming engines. I'm not quite sure why we're there. CAFOS is rated as the 5th best operating system, though. I like that. Kick Trials LLC bought out. It looks like we bought Kick Trials LLC for next to nothing, along with its 2 original IPs. What IPs did we just buy? Let's see. What on here? We bought Real View Engine, which has got widespread marketing and has made 1.8 million profit. But that was from 2004. I'm not quite sure what that was. And we also got Real View Engine 2. I guess they are the 2 pieces of software that we got from those guys. That one lost over, it lost just over 1 million, which is a little disappointing. It does have widespread marketing, but that's fine. So CAFXL has done a little bit okay. It looks like it is going to turn a profit over the next month, which is good. Let me again move all this stuff up a bit because I want to be able to see all the stuff that I'm currently working on. Programming 1, Programming 2, Design 1, everyone's working. That's good. As long as everyone's working, I'm pretty happy with that. Our servers seem to be doing just fine. It's been able to keep up with everything. Let's take a look at the deals here because, again, I want to kind of see if we've got any more hosting deals. I'm mostly just interested in the hosting stuff because it's easy. We can just make easy money by putting it onto other things. Our monthly profits have dipped somewhat massively, which is not particularly good. But one thing I didn't do is I need to hire that person, don't I? So programmer, system, we'll pay a lot, we'll spend a lot, we'll begin looking. Compatibility with Programming 2. I want good compatibility, great compatibility. 25, we do have people with 100%, but they are much older, so I think I'm going to go with the 25-year-old Blanca Oliver. Very social, though. You know, that's a bit of a... I think I might go with Millard Wheeler. They're a lot lower down on the social scale, which seems to have worked for us up until now. I do not want to look again. Actually, I want to hire Millard here. So we'll go ahead and hire Millard, and we'll get the speed going again pretty quick here. Marketing CAFXL, that's fine. Kingdom Town 2 is taking a ridiculously long time to finish. Is it because we don't have an audio artist on Programming 2? Let's have a look here. Where are our groups? Manage teams. Programming 2 currently has 6 employees. Let's have a look. Manage employees. Who is currently working on Programming 2? And of those people, who is an artist? I'm pretty sure we do have an artist. Is that our artist? Oh, we got some people who are semi-good at art. And they're all pretty good at audio as well. They are, this person's mainly coding, and this person's mainly coding as well. And our actual artist is not particularly great. And so what I might do actually here, just because we have Kingdom Town, which is taking quite a bit of a toll here. And how good is everybody at 3D art, actually? Is anyone good at 3D art? Our artist is not particularly good at 3D art either. We could educate. Isn't Yvonne our lead? I thought Yvonne was the lead, or do we have another Yvonne? Let me organize by name here. I don't know my employees. I'm fairly certain that we hired Yvonne as a lead. And so I'm going to change her role to be lead. I want you to lead the team. I don't want you to do anything else. Who is supposed to be our artist on this team? I want to go Programming 2. Who is currently supposed to be the artist on Programming 2? Or do we not have an artist? Because it looks like the only person who's good at art is these two, who are also predominantly coders. And so it looks like we need to hire some more artists for Programming 2. Programming 2 is getting to become a very big team. But let's have another artist. I want an audio artist, very good audio artist. We'll pay full price for the audio artist for Programming 2. We might have to set up some more seats for this person, but they look very good, very independent. I like that. I like that a lot. We will hire you. Where are Programming 2 situated? They are on the second floor, which is up here on this side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and grab this real quick and just do like a... I want to hit shift. I want to grab all that stuff and then just duplicate it. Here we go. Duplicate furniture. We'll put 1 there and then 1 there. Beautiful. That gives us space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. I should probably... I'm going to hire another artist, actually, in a second. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to sell this. Yep, and I'm going to sell this. Because I'm going to replace those with the drawing tablets to make our artists a little bit better. Yeah, it makes the artists so much faster. So there we go. We'll do that. Hopefully the artists sit at that chair. I don't think there's a way for me to force them to sit at that chair. But I'm hoping that the game will use some form of common sense and make them sit at that chair. But we'll do that, and we'll hire one more artist who is good at 3D, because apparently that is something that we also are in a bit of need for, and probably one of the things that's holding back Kingdom Town 2 here. Also the fact that it's a pretty big game. But we'll go ahead, we'll spend a lot, we'll pay a lot, begin looking. Programming 2, good compatibility. 53, 36, 24. I kind of like 24, but then the 36 got a bit better. Oh no, the 24-year-old actually has better 3D coding skills, so you are hired, you're also very independent, which is good, and we will continue on here. So hopefully, now that we have all that stuff, I think they were automatically assigned to Programming 2, right? Yeah, no one's on the core team. Good. We could probably do with more marketers. We've got 3 people on the marketing team. We are spending quite a lot on hiring new people, but we've got, again, like 6 desks up here in the marketing area. We should probably hire like 1 or 2 more marketers. So we'll go marketing. Again, we'll pay a lot. You're going to work with the marketing team, and I want great compatibility. So 28 hired and 27 also hired. Beautiful. So we got 2 new marketers, taking us up to 5 in total. Hopefully that will benefit us in the long run here. And this is all looking good. This is looking very good. So we're currently marketing 2 pieces of software. CAFOS is still making a ludicrous amount of money. My goodness. Let's have a look at profits here. 9.7 million on CAFOS. That is crazy. We still got unavoidable marketing. I'm not sad about the fact that we've still got unavoidable marketing. It seems to be working incredibly well. The fact that we're still making like 2 million a month off of CAFOS, which is good. CAFXL is still doing as well. Very, very good. Where does that land on? That's become our 5th most popular piece of software ever, grossing us almost a million as well, which is good. So things are looking better. Things looking a lot better than they did before. We're making a lot more money off of all of these pieces of software, which is very good indeed. So it looks like right now everything's kind of just taking its time. We've got Kingdom Town 2, which is going to take a little while to finish. CAFOS Plus, which is currently being developed. It looks like it's going to take quite a while to finish. We've got CAFXL, which is being marketed. CAFOS Plus XL, which is going to be released after CAFOS Plus. Almost finished on the design stage. We then got our external design thing here that's being done, and then we've got 2 pieces of software waiting to be programmed. And so I think what might be a good idea here is to assign this room, this like final room, well, I said final for now, the final room that we currently have in our building, to Programming 3, like create a new team and get another set of programmers going. So let's turn off caps lock. So Programmer 3. So we'll get Programmer 3 going, and we will add that to the list of groups. I would like them, but I don't know why some people work less hours than everybody else. Who's working less hours? The programming teams. Programming 2 is working less hours. I want everyone working 9 till 6. And also, I kind of want to work on these holidays a little bit. Let me make this a bit bigger here. So, Design 1 going holiday in June. They go in July. You can go in We're going to make you June and July. Actually, we'll make you June, you July, and then you August. So we've always got a programming team in-house. We've always got a design team in-house. The core team needs to just disappear. We can probably delete the core team because nobody is ever in the core team. There is no reason for there to be a core team. So let me go ahead and get rid of that actually real quick. Let me pause this just in case anything is happening, because I can see a lot of full green bars down here. So we can develop that. That's fine. We can move that to development, unassign it from design 2, which is fine. So now none of our design teams are doing anything whatsoever, and so we desperately need to hire a new team. So let's get a lead first. We'll go for a lead. We'll pay a lot. We'll spend a lot. They're not going to work with anybody really just yet, but we'll put programming. You know what? We'll look at them in comparison to Programming 2. Actually, no, we'll just have him on Programming 3, and we'll go with the person who is, like, the most skillful, but also not too old. Let's see here. So I also, preferably, I think social is maybe part of the job description, but this guy right here is pretty antisocial, and I kind of like that. He's mean and naive, but they don't seem like good qualities to have. Snob and a flirt. You know what? We'll go with snob and a flirt. He's 58, but that's fine. We'll hire him. Now we've hired him, we will hire people who match and work well with him. We'll just kind of build it around him. I don't think it really matters who we build it around as long as it's good. So we'll start from the beginning. 2D. Let's just hire a full team of people, one from each of these, and then we'll hire 2 artists. Okay, so we just hired what I think is going to be an 8-man team. Let me look here real quick at manage teams. Yeah, we've got 8 people, almost 7 people in Programmer 3 there. We've got, I think, 1 lead, 2 designers, and then 4 programmers. I think we should have 5 programmers though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who we're missing, but that should be fine. All the programmers are at least somewhat good at everything, so they should be just fine at working with just 7 instead of the full 8. That does mean, again, that we need some more desks here, so let's just go ahead and select all of those. We'll duplicate it again, and just like we did before, we'll put one right about... Let me just double the... I can't double the grid. Can we go into build mode for this? We can. Okay, let's double the grid, so it's just a little easier to line those up. Boom. Boom. There we go. We'll back out of build mode, and we will set this room to Programming 3. There we go. All right, cool. So, we got Programming 3. You could start working on CAFWave, because I'm just trying to think of which one we made first. I think CAFWave is the one that's been sat in the queue the longest. It's called CAFWave XL Plus 2008. Depending on how long it takes, I'm doubtful that it will be released in 2008, but we'll see. Our Programming 3 team could surprise me yet. We'll see how well that does. So we'll have those guys go upstairs. I'll move this up a little bit here. We'll have all the programming at the top and then the marketing here in the middle. We do need to start work on something new because our design team are not working on anything right now. And so we will have design 1. Let's get design team 1 working on something new. So I'm thinking a new game. We haven't made a game. Actually, though, it could be beneficial to us to start looking into making some of the other tools required, like a 2D editor, 3D editor. Actually, you know what? We'll make a game engine. Because although we're making really good products in our antivirus, our word software, our audio software, we're not really making software that people can use to make other software. And so if we want to kind of capitalize on some of that money that the companies are making who are making billion-dollar operating systems, we could start making, for instance, a 3D or 2D editor that those billion-dollar companies then use and then pay a license fee to us for the use of that software. And so I'm thinking we make a game engine here just because a game engine sounds cool. We will make it with absolutely everything installed just because, again, I want the design team to be occupied for quite some time here. And that's going to take 2 years, which is not a particularly long time whatsoever. But let's see. Who has the most active users? This one, unavoidable, 2007, great. Print Frames Pro 2, you are selected. And then Audio Tool, we have our own, but our one's very old, like incredibly old. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to go with the Wave Pro, just because of how old our software is. So we'll click OK for that. We will add and develop for all of these, so all of these again, at least down to the 2 million mark here. Again, there are all of these, we could develop for all of these, but it costs more money, and we might as well go just for the biggest audience we can possibly go for. Are we on that list? We're not on that list. CAFOS is down here. We should probably also develop for CAFOS though, right? Like, we shouldn't develop for everybody else's software but our own. I feel like our own operating system should be on there. So we'll do that. They recommend 9125, so we'll go with 8999, I guess. Game engine, default. SCM can go on server 10. We want the design team to work on it. It looks like it's a big mix of just everything, which is good, because that is what we have hired. Product name is going to be CAF Engine, I guess. Cool, so we'll set that going. I don't want to market it just yet. I do realize, though, that I didn't want these guys working on this. I meant to assign them to CAFWave XL, right? This one. Yeah, I want you to assign there, Programming 3, and then we'll close that down, and we'll move that to the bottom. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'll move that down to there. Close that. I don't like the fact that when closing, it kind of just opens up that weird box. That's a little annoying. We'll move Alpha up, because I want all the programming teams at the top. So we've got Programming 1, 2, and 3 all working on this stuff. We've then got marketing. I'll move design up a little bit as well. All right, so we can see everything. Design 2 are currently not doing anything, and so because I don't want to just pile on even more, let's have a look at who is offering the most money for design work. So design for int 3, I will take it. We will assign it to design 2. Where you at? You're over there. Okay. And accept. Is there any more hosting work? There is. We will assign this to server 10 just because it's the best server that we have. Server 10. All right. Accept. Cool. All that stuff's working fine. Let's go full speed here. Let's see what we can get done. So, we are still marketing CAFOS. It is still making a ridiculous amount of money, at least comparative to some of the other stuff we've made. 19 million, almost at that 20 million point, which is a little bit crazy. We should probably invest some more into our insurance policy here. Let's drop like another 10 million in there, just for safekeeping. Let's deposit that in. As far as stocks go, I would like to look at our stocks, because I'm not quite sure where we rank on this. Let's just go by name here so we can find us in the middle here. Do we own all of our stocks? We don't, but also nobody else owns all of our stocks right now. So we've got these open stocks that other people can buy and then can start to take chunks out of our stuff. But unfortunately, for me to buy up more of my stocks is very expensive. I think I will buy another section. We still own all of it. Like, no one owns any of the part of it. No one's taking any of our money. But I kind of want to buy it just for peace of mind. I don't want to get, like, a hostile buyout from somebody else somewhere down the line. So we'll continue that on. That's fine. Kingdom Town 2 is hopefully going to be done at some point in the near future. Let's stop marketing. CAFOS is doing so well, though. I'm thinking about marketing CAFOS Plus. But I feel like, did we just release CAFOS last year? We did. Ooh, we might have to put CAFOS Plus on hold for a little while. Do we have more? We do. We have CAFOS Plus XL. Wow. We've got so many. I don't know if making so many operating systems so quick in such quick succession was a particularly good idea for us. But we'll see. We lost money that month, which is not good. I have no idea how we lost money that month. Is that because, it's because we bought stocks in our own company. That's why. I'm going to say, when we're making 2 million a month off of CAFOS, we should easily be still in the green every single month. Cool. So it's December. I think come January, we might stop marketing CAFOS, although it's still making us a ridiculous amount of money. The fact that CAFOS Plus is so close to its beta stage makes me kind of not want to continue with that. And so what I think I'm going to do is we're going to stop marketing that. You can see that we dropped to 1.6 million. So people are kind of getting a little bit bored of CAFOS. So we'll end that marketing campaign. We will give it a couple of months. Even if CAFOS finishes at this point, I think we're going to give it a couple of months. Wait until like maybe June time, maybe like halfway through 2009, then start marketing it, and then maybe release end of 2009. That's like the same release window that we had with the original CAFOS. You'll see we went from 2005 to 2007. And so if we do the same again, if we release like kind of September 2009 time, then people can kind of get into this idea of a 2-year cycle. Again, I don't know how detailed the game goes in its inner code as to people looking at previous software and stuff like that. But if I'm going to base it on the real world, a 2-year life cycle for an operating system is incredibly short. If Microsoft had have released like, Windows 8 after 2 years after Windows 7, people would have been furious because it's such a small gap. But within the realms of the game, I think we should be fine. So we'll keep going on that. Design. Oh, we are done with these guys, so we'll finish that. Let's have a look at developing some more stuff for people who are paying a lot of money. So again, we'll organize by payment. Looks like the next biggest one is here. So accept that. Onto design 2, not programmer. Okay, accept. Anything else big and crazy we need to look at? Those are offline. Still marketing CAFXL is doing fairly well. I'll keep marketing that just because we're not producing a sequel or anything. CAF Engine is on its way. CAFXL is nothing's happening with CAFXL. Why? I see that I hired a programming team, but they're not in this room. I don't know why they're not in this room. We have programming 3. We've hired 7 people as part of programming 3, but they're not using the room. Are some of these rooms dedicated? I think someone did say, I think that I assigned like one of these rooms to only artists or something, but it doesn't look like I have. It looks like everything should be open to everybody. I'm just checking that everyone can get everywhere. It looks like they totally should be able to. We don't even have an artist team, so I'm not quite sure why they are not able to make it up to here. Like they're not. Are they working? No, they're all just chilling out in here. What the heck? Why are you all sat over here? You're part of, I'm guessing, programming 3. I just got a raise. You haven't done anything. You haven't done anything. But this looks about right. Why are you guys not working? What is the problem here? Switch teams? I don't want to... That's set to anybody. This is set to Programming 3, which everybody's in. If I untick that, are you able to go in? Why are they all just sitting down? None of them are doing anything. What is this? Oh, these guys are programming... Some of these guys are programming too. What is this? There seems to be some kind of problem here. And it's probably one of the big reasons why Kingdom Town 2, Return of the King, is taking so long to actually develop. I do not know what is happening, what I've done. Let me try and figure this out.
2,000 years later.
Okay, I have figured it out. I have figured out the problem. For some reason, all of the employees... I mean, I need to switch this now. I went through a ton of stuff trying to figure this out. I want this to be only Programming 3 where possible, but I couldn't figure it out. And it turns out that for some reason, some of these rooms, like this room here, I think it's Programming 2 that's supposed to be in this room, and they're just kind of sitting around. For some reason, they feel like they're not allowed in this room. What I did is I clicked on a chair, shift-clicked on an employee. Is this guy part of Programming 2? He is. So I shift-clicked on this guy, and on that, you could select the employee, and then you can assign him to this furniture, and it says an employee has been assigned to an office chair in a room that the employee is not allowed in. And so, I don't know what... I couldn't figure it out. I tried changing the teams, allow everybody in. It didn't work. Turns out I have to go to limit room usage to anybody. Apparently, I limited it to somebody else previously, so now anyone can go in there. I might have put it to artists only. I did see a comment in the comment section about that. You're on Programming 3, so you should be allowed upstairs. There's probably somebody from, like, Programming 2 up here right now, taking your seat, maybe? There shouldn't be. And there isn't. There is a seat for you upstairs. I'm not quite sure why you're down there. Where are you? You're Marketing, Programming 2, Programming 3. I don't mind people sitting down. Like, that's fine. Just taking a break. But when they're just actively not working, and we had so many people actively not working, it's crazy. Let's promote CAF to beta. I'm going to start marketing it. It is quick, but again, if we're going to release by the end of this year, I would like my marketing team to start doing something and to start marketing that. Hopefully, now that Programming 2 are actually in a room and doing something, they will start to develop Kingdom Town 2. Apparently, since the beginning of today's episode, they have been doing absolutely nothing. They have just not been working, which is a little ridiculous. But as you can see now, they are in this room. This is Programming 2, right? Yeah, that's Programming 2. They're in the room. They're working. They have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables. I just want to make sure there are enough desks for everybody in every room. So, yeah, 8, 7. Yeah, I think there are. I think there should be enough for everybody here. You guys are probably just workers, like maintenance, design 2. I hope you've got somewhere to sit. Marketing. Yeah, these guys are probably just taking a break. The marketing guy is not, which is a little... Let me change this to anybody again, just in case it's somehow limited and people can't use it. But he's chilling out when he's got marketing to do for CAF OS Plus. But every room has got people in it now, apart from this room. But the marketers are working in there. One thing I did realize whilst I was trying to figure this stuff out, was that we should probably also look into a lead for the marketing team. Because although the marketing team is not like actively working on developing a product, they could probably still do with a lead to keep them in check and make them as efficient as possible. So we'll go for somebody who is great compatibility. 96%, that is fine. Independence is down. I will hire you, and you're part of the marketing team. That is fine. Might need another desk, but I think they should be fine in there. And things are actually coming along. Can you believe it? Everything is actually going somewhere. So CAF OS Plus is almost done. We're not going to release it just yet because I would like to get a good marketing push done on that. So we'll unassign it from them guys. We'll hide it up there for a little bit for now. I'm going to keep it at the top just so I know that it's something that I need to come back to. Let's start developing CAF Protection Plus. So we'll assign this to Programmers 1. Move it all the way up to the top here. I'll move this down to the marketing section. We'll hit play again. Everything else, we should start developing CAF Engine. I will unassign it. We'll move it to development. I'll unassign it from the design team. Okay. There's not a whole lot I can do with it just yet in its current state, so I'm just going to have to put it at the bottom here. The other design team is done. We'll move that to development. And I guess we're looking for more stuff. We can probably hide Kingdom Town as well, and we can hide all of these, actually, to be fair. We don't need to see most of this stuff. We just need to know where the bars are at any given time and kind of look at them when the bars are almost up. More software. I guess we're making more software. Let's go with what we were going to do. Let's go with like a 3D editor. We'll choose the 2D editor we're going to use. We will go with Final Pro 14, I guess. It's great. Released just last year. Looks good. We'll assign it to the design team, not the programming team. We'll give it absolutely everything at this point. Yep, QA, PBR, whatever that is, particle, sculpting, animation, all looks good. We'll add it on all of the major operating systems, that being these guys. Oh, we're kind of up there in major operating systems now. We're not one of the big ones. We're not frame blinds yet, but we're getting there. So we'll say okay on that. Design team, that all looks good. Server 8 and server 10 are usually the best ones to go for. We will call this CAF Editor 3D because innovation. We'll leave it at that. Price, we'll sell it at 125.99. That's a pretty big price cut, but that's fine. We'll develop that. Don't want to market it, and then for the other design team, we will take on yet another piece of design work. We'll assign that to design 2, not the programmers. Okay, accept. Good. All right, good. So that's doing its thing. CAFOS is unassigned right now. We're just waiting to release that, which is good. I'm hoping to get Kingdom Town 2 released before the end of today's episode. I want to see if that can do well at all. Are we still selling copies of CAFOS? Not really. We made almost 30 million from it, though, which is good. CAF XL is still making a lot of money. It's made 4 million. Wow. Second most popular piece of software. We should actually, I think, start to look into operating systems for other categories. Because you can see we have computer, console, and phone. Maybe start looking into producing CAF OS for the consoles, or CAF OS, it says for the TV, or for the pocket, for the phone. Possibly, we might start looking into that instead of our 2-year cycle of releasing operating systems so frequently. Possibly. Are we still marketing CAF OS Plus? We are. That is good. CAF Protection looks like it's going to be done ridiculously fast, so we'll start marketing that as well. Keep the marketing team nice and busy. And everything's looking pretty good. We have way too much stuff for us to manage. And I want to make sure that marketing is down here because we don't really have to care about marketing. I want to be able to see the ones at the top clearly when they get to the very end. Kingdom Town 2 would probably have been done ages ago if we would have actually finished it. I cannot believe that we had 2 floors of people who were just almost doing absolutely nothing. That is crazy. Jeez, we get given so much time as well to do these design tasks. Like 72 months is a ridiculously long amount of time. I guess we have good design teams working on them. But Kingdom Town 2 is almost done. It is June. We're going to release CAF OS Plus in December. I expect it to be our biggest operating system yet. We will see if that is actually the case. It might not be. CAF OS Plus XL might be our biggest operating system. Hopefully. We're hoping on that. But I'm going to go away. I'm going to wait until Kingdom Town 2 Return of the King is ready to go into beta. I'll be back in a second. The buses are filling up. Consider building parking. We do have parking, but it would seem that our parking is not good enough for our employees' needs. And so, it looks like I'm actually going to have to buy more land here. So I will buy just a bunch more land around here, because land is not particularly expensive. 100,000. It's not cheap by any means, but it's also not really that expensive. There we go. Boom. So hopefully all of our employees, you can see it's 10:30 and not everyone's here yet because of the buses taking so long. So hopefully with all of this stuff here, all the new parking, everyone will be able to get to work a little bit faster. Deals. Do you have any deals on hosting? We do. We will accept those onto server 10. We should probably check up on server 10 and see if it is still... Ooh, I just put that on server 0. That needs to change. I think server 0 is... yeah, my servers can't deal with it. I didn't think so. Because server 0, I think, is the server in the bathroom. I don't think... Yeah, it's 25 megabytes per second. Brilliant. Okay, redelegate server 10. All right, that should be fine. Yeah, I think server 0 is... this one, which is just kind of sat on a table in the corridor. Not our best server. Not gonna lie, not the best server we've ever made. But that's fine. Still marketing CAF OS. Everything's looking good over there. How is our distribution channel doing? 0%? Really? We've got 2 products. Our popularity history seems to be fluctuating, but our popularity is 0%. Let's lower this. Let's lower this to like 5% and see if we get a bunch more people. I don't know if that popularity is in terms of like people using our service or people... like companies using our service or users using our service. I assume it's some of both. Ooh, all of this stuff is done. All right, so let's start marketing Kingdom Town. Are we already marketing it? We're not. We should really be marketing that with the marketing team. Let's start a campaign for that. We were marketing CAF Protection. So let's promote that to beta. Let's promote that to beta. This, CAF Wave is also ready to go to beta. So let's start marketing that as well. We should probably stop marketing CAF XL, just because even though it's still doing somewhat okay, it's doing well enough, I don't want to put too much onto my marketing team. I want them to be able to focus on our newer stuff more than our older stuff. Let's also move this up a little bit as well. There we go. All right. Let's see. I don't know how long it's going to take all of these to go through beta. It looks like Kingdom Town is going to take a little bit longer than CAF Protection. CAF Protection has been going for quite some time, so let's go ahead and release it. Yes, I would like to market it. We will market it everywhere with the marketing team. We might want to hire a marketing too. Like, we've got programming 1, 2, and 3. We've got design 1 and 2. But we might want to have a separate marketing team because we're putting a lot of stuff onto our marketing team right now. They are working on an awful lot of things. CAF Wave, we will unassign just so they don't botch it. But I think I might wait till November to release. Although I might release CAF OS in November. We could release 2 things in November. I don't know if that's going to hurt us. We might release 3 things. We might release Kingdom Town in November as well. Jeez, we got so much stuff to be released. Let me move the marketing down to be in line with the marketing. So we're marketing CAF Wave, Kingdom Town. I guess we finished marketing CAF OS because there's nothing more we could do with it. But let's continue on here. We will actually, let's go ahead and release CAF Wave at the end. We're going to release so much software in such quick succession right now. I would like to market that. Here we go. So CAF Wave is going to get released. We're going to go into November here next month. Some people are calling sick. People are hungry. We should probably install some fridges. So that's fine. Unassigned. We should assign that to programming. Who was in charge of CAF Wave? I have no idea. Programming 3, I guess? Because they're the only people not doing anything right now. So we'll assign that to those guys. Let's release Kingdom Town. Yes, I would like to market it even more. We probably should have marketed that a little bit sooner. Kind of wish we had, but that's fine. What is this? Angry Gangs. Oh, that's something else. I'll move that down. Oh my gosh, all this stuff keeps putting itself automatically at the bottom. I want it higher up. I want my unassigned projects to stay at the bottom for now. Marketing. Everybody is marketing everything. That's fine. November, do we want to release CAF OS Plus in November? Sure. It's been a little while since they stopped marketing it, so we'll go ahead and we'll push that as well. Marketing team, get on that. Start campaigning. We have got reviews out of the gate. We highly recommend CAF Wave Plus. I like it. I feel like as long as you've got... Oh, we need to get these tickets assigned to somebody. Programming 1 can take those, I guess. Sure. We'll move this up as well. We're marketing 4 things. That's crazy. But CAF Protection has made 600,000, which is crazy. CAF Wave XL Plus has made 175,000. We released so much software in such a small period of time that is ridiculous. Let's get like programming. Oh, let's start getting programming 1 on this, I guess. They can do that whilst they do support tickets. And then let's get programming 2 onto this. And I think for the first time ever, we're going to have not enough programs for our programming team, which is good. I like that. I like that that's a thing. I will accept all of your demands. You can all have more money. That is fine. What else has been reviewed? We highly recommend CAF OS Plus. Yes, people like the operating systems. I like it. We made 5 million from CAF OS Plus in the first day. We made 100,000 from Kingdom Towns 2. Not as much as I would have liked, but we didn't put as much marketing into Kingdom Town 2 as I feel like we should have. We kind of waited right till the very end before we started marketing that, so not really all too surprised about that. Let's hide out these support things here. We're finished with the support things by the looks of things. But the marketing is going strong. Kingdom Town could make money yet. I feel like looking at it though, Kingdom Town might be a bit of a bust. We spent 1.6 million developing it, and it's not doing incredibly well. We'll see if it boosts up 100,000. We'll see if tomorrow rolls around 124,000. It might trickle into becoming profitable at some point, but it looks like it's not going to. CAF OS Plus is already our second most successful piece of software. The Tiger X, is that something? Oh, that's another operating system that somebody else made. That's fine. CAF Protection has done really well. I like it. Has CAF Wave done well? CAF Wave Pro XL Plus Deluxe Edition. Oh, no, our 2008 version, which we released in 2009. Flipping heck, I didn't change the name. I don't think that matters, hopefully. Is doing its thing. What have we got here? Oh, we're designing CAF Editor. Okay, let's develop that, and let's assign that to Programming 3. Yeah, get the design team off that. Get Programming T3 on that. So let's see. We are currently developing 3 pieces of software. We've got CAF OS Plus, CAF Engine, our game engine, and then CAF Editor 3D. All these 3 are taking up the time of our programming team. This is some outside work which is done. We can develop that. The marketing team have got their work cut out for them. CAF OS Plus doesn't look like it's had as much of a long tail as CAF CAFOS, the original, did, but that's fine. It's still made money. It's still been a success. I like it nonetheless. And then developing software, we will start with, let's develop an operating system for phones. Why not? We'll give it everything. We'll make it so that it works with everything. HD audio, the works. Everything's going to be on there. Original IP, we won't go with original IP because it's not going to follow on for anything. Server 8, server 10, the design 1 team. I might, actually, you know what? I'm going to assign design 1 and 2 and see if working together makes it any faster. We can't pick an operating system, that's fine. 2, let's say for like 19999. Sure, there we go. And then CAF on your phone with a capital R in your. Sure, develop. I would not like to start marketing it yet. We didn't really take a look at research throughout the course of all of this, unfortunately. VR was unlocked in 2010. Ooh, no one owns it. Can we research VR? We totally can. We totally can. Okay, in that case then, I don't know who we should have developing that stuff, but if we can start work on VR, what I think I might do is Programming 2, our biggest team. I think Programming 2 is our biggest team. It is. So I'm going to assign CAF Editor, I'm going to put on hold. I'm going to assign CAFOS Plus to Programming 3, and I'm going to assign Programming 2, our biggest programming team, to researching VR. I don't know if they're going to do particularly well at that. We might have to put a design team on there as well. Or we might just need a design team before. I don't know, actually. It looks like it's green, so it looks like it's all coding. Actually, it looks like, no, there is design in there as well. So you know what? I'm going to unassign design 2 from this and assign them to this. So we're going to have 2 people working, 2 teams, 1 programming and 1 design team, working on the research for virtual reality, which looks like it's doing pretty well. Hopefully with a first out of the gate with that. That would be very nice indeed. So it looks like CAF Editor is on hold. We're designing CAF on your phone. We're marketing everything else. How well is the new CAFOS doing? It's doing well. Not as well. Like I said, it's only got 14 out of 33 million. It's got more active users, which is good. Might have been a bit quick. We might want to wait a little bit more before we release CAFOS Plus XL. You know, maybe wait for like a 2012 or 2013 release instead of a 2000. But then again, the longer you wait to release it, the more... the worse I feel like it does, because it's behind everybody else's software. You've taken so long to develop it that it's kind of behind the times, and so I don't want to wait too long. And so what we'll probably do is release CAFOS Plus XL in 2011, and then wait after that before we release another one. And then release, obviously, CAF on your phone at some point in the meantime there. But it looks like CAF Engine is almost ready to go into beta. Let's start marketing that. I don't know if marketing is going to do particularly well for that, but we'll start marketing it. We should probably look at not marketing some of the other stuff. What's not doing particularly well? Kingdom Town has kind of trickled a bit. We should actually, realistically, look at it. It's the... I thought the marketing team were going to be stressed. We should look at getting a new marketing team, because we have the marketing guys doing so much stuff. We have like 5 marketers, or maybe 6 marketers, marketing 5 pieces of software. That's like 1 piece of software per person, when realistically, we want like 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people on each individual piece of software. We need a lot more marketing for what we're doing. So I will start marketing CAF Protection for now, and we'll start marketing, I say for now, it's probably going to be endless, so we'll start marketing Kingdom Town as well. But next episode, we'll come back and we'll start working on... Let's promote this, actually, real quick. Next episode, we'll come back and we will definitely start looking at getting another marketing team set up, probably expanding the building. I want to start expanding the building in probably a different way. I don't really want to have just another floor of exactly the same replicated room setup, although it does work and it is somewhat efficient. It's a little bit boring. I would like to make things look a little bit different here. I am going to wait to end this episode until we get that VR research, because I want to see how well that does, although the design aspect is completely done, so we don't really need the design team on there, but having them there's fine. Although it's actually probably not, because they're set to any role, so they're probably just slowing down the programmers. So instead, let's get them designing something else. You can start designing a CMS. We haven't developed a CMS yet. You know what? Develop a game. We haven't done a game. Obviously, we've just done Kingdom Towns 2. I feel like Kingdom Towns 2 was a massive flop for a few reasons. One, we went like probably almost a year with nobody working on it, which is a big shame. Actually, I don't want an RPG. Let's do a simulation. I wanted that before, but we didn't do it. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. But it went a year with nobody using it. We didn't market it well enough. There was just so much stuff that went wrong with Kingdom Towns 2. We can't put VR on it yet, but we'll definitely start doing that once we unlock VR. Game engine, Oh, I would so like to do CAF as our game engine. So you know what? I'm going to hold out, actually, because I would like to include VR, and I would like to include CAF Engine, which is now done. So let's release that. Yes, I would like to start marketing it to everybody with the marketing team. Boom and boom. We'll see how well that does. I did release in July, which is the big cardinal sin. But we have 100 million. Jeez, what made so much money recently? Oh, wow. Well, CAF OS Plus kind of did start to pull its weight. It's at 26 million, which is crazy. And it actually looks like it's making more money. Wow, it looks like it has picked up like CAF OS did. So, I don't know. Maybe all of the operating systems kind of have that long tail there. Let's move that to development. Let's unassign design from it. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit here. A review has been made for my product. Gaming on Caffeine shocks gaming with the caffeine, with the engine. Cool. So it looks like the game engine we created has also done fairly well. Not incredibly well, but fairly well. Oh, patent. Oh, we have to wait until it's finished before we can patent it. That's fine. We're applying for the patent. We're applying for the patent. Hopefully, we get it. Because then we can just dominate the VR industry. Which is where I want to be. I want to be dominating VR. Do we have teams not doing anything right now? I feel like we have teams not doing anything right now. So Programming 3 is at work. Programming 2 is at work. Let's assign Programmer 1 to this guy. I think you were working on the game engine. Speed that up a little bit. CAF on your phone also needs developing. We'll start working on that once something else is done. Probably CAF OS Plus. Once that's done, we'll start working on that. Anything we need to start marketing? I'm going to start marketing CAF OS Plus probably early 2011. Actually... yeah, we'll wait till early 2011. We're still making a good amount of money off of CAF OS Plus. We're applying for that patent. I'm hoping I'm feeling like we should get it. Let's move that up and then close that down a little bit. CAF on your phone needs to get done by the programming team. We'll move that up there. It's done. We've researched it. Like we should. Oh, did we get it? Did we get the patent? Yes. Yes, we did. We own it. Okay, beautiful. Our game engine is out. And so, the final thing I'm going to do right now, guys, before we end today's episode, is create a new game. It is going to be a game. It's going to be a simulation. It's going to have everything you could ever want out of a simulation game. Multiplayer, touch support, cutscenes. I wouldn't really want touch support myself, but it's a feature that we can add. It's optional. It's like in the options menu. We could make it an MMO, which takes the time down, surprisingly. But we won't make it an MMO. We'll make it just a standard game. A standard non-MMO game. We will make it... it's going to use the CAF game engine. It's going to use the CAF 3D edit. We can't use CAF... oh, it's not finished. We don't have it yet. Flipping heck. Alright, I guess then we're going to use GFX Studios 4. Sure. Audio tool, we will use CAF Wave... the newest CAF Wave. Where is it at? It's here. CAF Wave XL Plus 2008. They released in October of 2009. My goodness. We'll assign that to Design 1 and 2. Yeah, they're not working on anything just yet, so we'll assign it to both those guys for now. We will make it for all of these operating systems, I guess. And yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So Server 8, Server 10, none of those worked. Server 8 and Server 10. Everything else looks pretty good. It's going to be an original IP. Product name, CAF Sims? Sure. That all looks good. All right, develop. I would not like to start marketing now. I would like to continue on. Wow, it is now September of 2010. We could probably upgrade our computers to the new Holo computers, actually. Can we do that yet? No? When do they unlock? There is a new computer. 2020, okay. So I guess we're a little while away from that. But we haven't got a ton of money. $110 million is our current amount of investment. Let's have a look at our graphs here real quick. Our profits are just shooting upwards. We're just making constant money. We're just printing the stuff out at this point here at Gaming on Caffeine Inc. It is absolutely crazy. Our marketing team doing a hell of a job marketing so much stuff. Next time we'll come back. We'll start marketing even more stuff. Our distribution channel is still 0.01%. Woo! We have some people interested in our distribution channel. Next time we'll come back. We'll develop all the rest of the software that's over here. We'll start working on probably expanding out, getting a new marketing team up and running, putting some more money in stocks, maybe look at buying some more companies. I don't think anyone owns any shares in our companies yet either. Let's have a look. Stocks. Yeah, no, we still own all of our stocks. I'm going to buy another section of our stocks, even though it devalues our stocks a little bit. That's fine. Everything's looking good. And with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Software Inc. there. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.